to be nice and short because this also gives you control of the horse. Sometimes they'll start walking off when you're trying to get on. And how are you going to stop it? You're going to go ahead and get on. And then I will, and you've got her reins right here, so that will keep, that's your control. Let me know. You're going to pivot your foot off just like that. There you go. And then you're going to hop on like a big fuzzy bunny. There you go. You're fine. You're fine. I've never lost anybody on the mount, and you're not going to be my first. So what we do first now is we're going to, don't let go of the reins. We're just going to sit up a little bit more in the saddle. There you go. And you're going to drop your foot. This will help me figure out where, oh, that's actually pretty good. Okay. So go ahead and put your, now, I'm going to lengthen them just a little bit. Don't get too much angle. It's good for jumping, but I'm not going to be doing any jumping. Riding is really all physics. There's so much science in riding, it's not even funny. It's just, it can be a very scientific process because we're trying to be smart about how we use the physics of our body and how, to leverage it against this great big enormous horse. So we're going to shorten our reins. Now one thing that we're going to have to do, it's very important to have short reins. So when we go to shorten our reins, the easiest thing to do when you're riding like this, la la la, and I need to shorten my reins, I will grab with one hand, slide, and then grab and slide down. Okay, so again, you're riding along, I have to shorten my reins, grab it on the top, and then slide down. So you always grab up on the top and slide, and then we can be done. And then we'll just kind of start building on that next time. So in order to make a horse go, we're going to use both of our heels and our legs, and we're going to give her a little squeeze, there you go, and a kissy sound. And a lot of times, I will say, and walk, or and trot, or and, I give a lead word before I ask her what to do so that she knows when she hears me say and, that's her cue. Okay, she's going to ask me to do something different than what I'm doing right now. So if I give her a verbal cue that I'm going to ask her to do something different, I always say the word and. Put your hands out in front a little bit more. There you go. Oh, nope. There we go. Always want a nice straight back without slumping. And when you see, she didn't pull you over that time, did she? Put your back nice and straight. You see? Look at that. You've provided the leverage needed to keep her from doing that. Now, slump your shoulders. Okay. You see? You fall forward much more easily. So now that you know what horses can do, especially ponies, you want to sometimes try to get to the grass or the things going to eat, take a little bit of a bite, and you have to have the physical strength to counter that by using your body solid. You want to steer by pulling your hands out. That means there's something directly wrong. Okay. We want subtle motion. So you'll pull your elbow back initially, and eventually you'll get to where you can just use your wrists more effectively. But for right now, as you're working on building your body strength, you will just use your, you see that? Now, this is another reason why our reins need to be nice and short. Pull your, that's right. You haven't even started to pull her head yet. And your hand is already where it was before when she was already pulling her head. You have to go all the way back. Gosh, you're already all the way back behind her back before she'll even start to do it. That's not using our body smartly. So we're going to pull it back to where, there you go. And that way, when you go to turn, you have to hardly use anything. Look at that. You're barely over your leg, and she's doing what you asked. So there's a reason why we do everything the way we do. And the same thing with the right, or with the right hand. Very good. So we always combine the turn signal with some leg, so that she knows that she knows that you want her to both turn and move forward. Otherwise, just like this, without telling her with your legs that you want her to go, you're just turning. Give her a little kick and a kiss. Good. And your objective is to get her to steer nice straight back. Nice straight back. There we go. So let me just bring your shoulder blades together. Tight and touch. There you go. Shoulder blades back a little bit more. There. That's nice and straight. Follow that. And your heels down. And start to your counterbalance against the front of left. Take heels down a little bit more. You want your toes. Notice if again. So you don't want her to go around the puddles, get her back on the rail by pulling on your outside rein. It takes a while because you've probably never heard these terms before. So get her on the outside rein. So pull your outside rein. There you go, harder until she does what you want her to do. You see, she's going to try to take advantage because she can tell that you don't know a thing. These are not dumb. They can size up their rider so fast. So we have to work a little harder. It's like a babysitter, new babysitter. And the kids want to get away with as much as possible, right? Oh, Mama lets us eat ice cream before dinner. There we go. I tend to run long on the first lesson. It won't always be this way, but keep her on the rail. There you go. No shortcuts. No pulling shortcuts. Keep her on the rail again. Whenever you start to see, now you know how when you're riding, you ride a bike, right? Now, the bike has a tire in the front and the tire in the back, right? So that tire in the front, if that tire is facing this direction, which way do you think you're going to go? That direction, right? You're going in the direction that the front tire is facing. Think of her head as the front tire. So when her head starts to go this way, there's a high probability that the body will follow. So you always have to look at her head, make sure she's nice and straight in the line. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself drifting off or going. Okay, is she all brushed off now?
Almost.
Almost. And I'll put her back in her stall and sweep up.